That one guy. That's his name on YouTube, on TikTok, and in real life as well. Like, homie's name on his fucking ID is actually that one guy. I'm sorry if I'm swearing, it's just the way it is. I don't think it's as crazy as it seems when you take into consideration who he is. I just want to start off by saying this isn't your typical video essay on YouTube. I didn't spend hundreds of hours researching him, like, in depth. It's not that type of video. This video is a thank you. It's me going through some of his videos and talking about how I feel he influences. Bro, it's just my opinion on shit, okay? So you're like, it is what it is. Anyway, so to start off, let's start where I think everybody started when it comes to this guy, and it's videos like these.
Swine. The price for your impudence will be most severe.
Right. Hey, yeah, you're not gonna tell anyone I told you this, right?
Whoa! I could just...
Here, look what I found! Look! Blood! Footprints! Death! Killer! On the loose!
Cocainum.
Alright, I got a game plan. Let's leave.
Now don't worry, I already murdered the people that stayed here.
Fuck no!
You saw that? That's the type of guy we're dealing with. Some would call him a madman, an insane person, or perhaps a complete lunatic. But to me, I see sparks of creativity and genius. I see someone who's so focused on his goals, he will chase them simply because they're his to chase. Homie was made to go after his dreams. He's fucking chasing the One Piece. And don't get me wrong, I know how people are gonna act in the comments. I know that people will comment that this video is gonna be a glaze fest or something like that. I know how the internet works. I've been on the internet for long enough to know how things are. And that's fine, you know? Like I said, this isn't gonna be like your typical video essay where the title's something like the most degenerate human filth on the platform, ... No. There's enough of those videos already, and I just wanted to make something positive, do something good. I wanted to make videos where I just talk about good things, positive things, and you know, in a sense, like video essays, like the usual kind, I think they're definitely necessary because we need to hold each other accountable. And I think those videos are good for that, and you know, they're pretty entertaining. I have them as like background noise while I'm eating or doing something. But regardless, I'm getting sidetracked. The point is, I wanted to do something kind. I wanted to do something good, and I wanted to make a video on what I think is a person who is shining a bit of light in this dark world. And don't get me wrong, I know he's not perfect. He is most definitely human, like all of us. But you can tell in a sense that he's trying his best to do what feels right. And he inspires people. He has inspired me to make this video. I'm going on a tangent, it's just the way I am, just bear with me. I knew I wanted to be a content creator a long time ago, ever since I was weird in my own way, and I talked genuinely from the heart and people found me entertaining. I knew that I wanted to do this, but I didn't. I just never got around to it. I had like a mental block or something. I was always holding myself back until I met this guy, this one guy who gives me the type of energy that I feel like I share with him. The type of energy that makes you like talk out loud in your own room, like making stories and voices and characters and scenes and fantasies just because to you it's funny, because it's funny to do it by yourself. And it's that type of energy that inspired me to make this video. Look at this clip.
Let's dissect that. Why do you think I appear in your dreams naked?
How did you know you were naked in my dream?
Let's reschedule for next.
Do you see what I mean? It's all over your face and gone in a second like a flash, like a thought. Just like those thoughts you have to yourself when no one else is around. And you just ponder things, process them in your own way, out loud. Heck, maybe you want to record and take note of them, to go over them again later with a different lens. And that type of behavior causes moments like these to be born. And from those moments, a video like this.
What is YouTube? Like, what is, I mean, I know.
It's an app.
I know it's an app. What is it? Or, oh, it's a site, a website, I guess. Like, I use it for education. Listening to music. When I go skating, I listen to music with that. Helping me go to sleep. So consuming content, I guess, for like helping me go to sleep. As far as a creator, I suppose I use it for documenting my thoughts, processes, any random ideas that come to mind that are creative.
Ways to make money.
There. Right there. That right there is what I call human greed. No. That right there, in all seriousness, I think it's a piece of soul captured on film. I think that he genuinely just makes content because of exactly what he's saying. For fun, to document stuff. You know, sure, he gets paid, but that's not the key point. And in a way, you can tell that what he is saying is genuine. I think in that moment, he's not talking just to us. He's talking to himself. He's reflecting his thoughts right back at himself, and in a sense to his future self as well, who might potentially rewatch this video, re-examine his own beliefs, and I don't know, just like have a different perspective. But let's keep watching.
I don't want it to be a money powerhouse though. Isn't it supposed to be? It strikes me as a thing where you're like, you want to share your, like, wasn't the first YouTube video like some dude that went to the zoo or something? Hey, I'm at the zoo, kind of thing. I don't know. I don't want it to be a. It just seems like it's turning into
An endless machine of money making and clickbaiting and
how can I strike the audience in this
captivating way that makes them fall in love with the idea that they know who I am.
He is so self-aware of the environment he's in, it's almost scary. He knows exactly what YouTube is right now, and what he doesn't want it to be for himself. But maybe, just maybe, like the rest of us, he's afraid of the power of time and corrosion, in the sense that it might change him. It could, it's always a possibility. In fact, you don't even have to take my word for it. He said so himself. Look.
doing it. But I was mad. I was mad at the world. I was mad more specifically at the subscribers and the followers. It's weird how social media has impacted my brain. But I was really, really mad at myself and my thoughts of like where I should be, like the expectation. Bro, you have this idea that you should be somewhere else, but dude, it's so weird because like I'm grateful. I am grateful for everything. I'm exactly where I need to be. And also, nobody owes you a damn thing. Nobody owes me anything. Nobody. You don't. Anyway, so yeah. So it's like I'm already messed up there. But it's like I would get mad at positive comments because I thought, well, they're lying. They're lying to me. Because, see, this is the bad thing. Why do I have 1 million subscribers? You see how sour that sounds already? Like you're not grateful for that insane accomplishment. That's I can't even imagine what it looks like to see 1 million people in front. Like that's crazy. But I'm like, why do I have 1 million subscribers, but only 10,000 views on this video? Do you see how bad that is? That's horrible.
Boom. Just like that. human, flawed, like all of us. And that right there, that moment in that video, is what inspired me to make this one, to start making content. I think I was afraid that one way or another I would also get corrupted by the power to influence people, and how I could use it to, like, you know, be a fucking dick. Just thinking about that thought makes me it makes me pissed or something. I don't know. It makes me upset at myself or something. But to the point, his moment of self-reflection, of personal growth, made me feel better about having those thoughts myself without even having a channel. And it gave me what I needed to start doing stuff. Because I might think the same, regardless of the numbers. I could have it happen to me as well. And regardless of that, even if it were to happen, we can always come back like him. Like in this video. And it's not just that, it's also the fact that he has to balance making art for pleasure and making it a job as well. And in my opinion, that's a tremendous challenge. How do you even do that? How do you do something simply because you enjoy it and worry about it so that it's good enough to pay the bills, while also not caring about what others think? Bro, it's so bizarre. It's such a fine line that's like between possible and just non-existent probability that it makes, I don't know, it makes sense, but it doesn't. Anyway, let's keep watching. But okay, let me just skip a tiny bit ahead to a different moment. By the way, you should be watching all of these videos personally. That's why all of them have the title of the video underneath. I recommend you watch them as well. But let's have, look at this moment.
I do that, I'm not here to, like, be a saint. I'm not trying to paint myself in... But yeah, I was mad, and that's why I did that. It's crazy. I don't understand why. Like, I just want to create art and express myself. But then I also know that I want to take this seriously, and I want to actually make income. I want to make a living. I want to change my family's life and my life. I want to do all that. And I understand that YouTube is a business. Like, you get what I like? I don't like that I like views. I don't like that I like getting likes and comments. But all these things are signs that your business is like...
You see the duality of the situation, the two opposing forces? It's so frustrating just thinking about that thought, and it's a sign that YouTube has done a perfect job of doing exactly what it's supposed to. In theory, turn big numbers into big money and have the people in the middle figure it out. And what that means is the audience wants entertainment, YouTube wants views so they can get paid from the ads, and the creator wants to make content that they want. But the problem is that it's more simple than that, and it's a bit toxic, because the way it kind of works is the company makes content creators compete between themselves to see who can hack the brains of their public better. And the winner gets promoted more by the algorithm. So instead of making content for fun, you maximize whatever it is that pulls in the most views and keeps everybody locked in your videos in an endless loop, so that you can get more money to make bigger things and get further ahead in the rat race, and just keep making more money until you realize that it's not fun. That doing this isn't fun. It stops being a hobby and it's a job. And you know what I mean by a job. I'm not saying like a 9-to-5. I'm saying a job that you don't want to do. A job that you're simply doing because you got bills to pay. And that leads us to this video.
Hello? Now, could you imagine if that caption was real? This video is primarily for creators. Fuck the algorithm. Or whatever you think the algorithm is. I mean, to an extent. because I know this is a business and you want to maximize like watch time and growth, and I sound like fucking Captain Kirk though. We must become more popular. Spock, beam me up. But like fucking post what you want to post. You might have the audience the size of fucking New Hampshire, but not everybody's gonna see your fucking videos.
And you should be quite okay with that.
We know how to go viral. If you really wanted to, you could copy and paste everything you've seen work like over and over. You could do that forever. But I'd rather get a reverse gangbang from a shoal of piranha or a cackle of hyena than do the same thing over and over. Cause like that's why I want to be a creator, because I love new stuff. I love trying new things and just experimenting. I see creators that want to try new stuff, but you're afraid to do it because you're not getting the results that you're used to seeing. It's just, bro, just like, it's a marathon we're running. We're running a marathon. Just fucking create. Just create. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you might think differently. I just had this on my mind. I hope you're having a chill day, night, whatever it is. You're a freaking champion. You know this. You know you're a champion.
You're a champion too, my guy. Again, I think there was another video where you caught a glimpse of his soul. There was a few moments in there where you could tell exactly what he was feeling, I think. And even if it comes to us in a moment of edited acting, I guess you could say, he is also, like, what he's doing is kind, and he's being supportive, and he's giving his best advice to the audience. He wishes the best for us, even if he doesn't know us, dude. Sure, it could be acting, whatever. It could be fake. But even if it was, it's still good. It's still kind. Like, it's still kindness, regardless of whether it's real or fake. To which, by the way, I want to add that I think it's real. It's showing kindness that makes us good. It's being good and acting good that makes the world a better place, even if all of us were to do it for the worst reasons imaginable. But he says himself why he does this. And it's not to breed a parasocial relationship with his audience. It's let's let him talk.
We don't talk as people anymore, dude. I've seen videos where creators will say, the relationship between the audience and the creator is not a real thing. That's fine. That's fine. I think they call it parasocial relationships or whatever. That's fine. Like, that's real. That's because that's reality. Like, you watching this video, me recording, we're not actually friends. Like, we're not like that, and we're aware of that. Unless you're, you know, one of the people that actually do know me in real life. I will say, I don't think anybody ever in life ever knows really anybody, like truly knows them, but especially online. You build your community. You hopefully genuinely give a shit about your community, but we're not friends. However, this is where I disagree. I believe we're family. And that sounds like, I get that sounds like corny or cringe, whatever the fuck. I don't give a fuck what you think though, because you are my family. You're a human fucking being. How can I say this without like, I love humanity. Like in a sense that I'm excited. Like, how can I say this, dude? When I see people living their life, when I see you trying to make a family, when I see you trying to overcome I don't fucking know, any problem or an obstacle, or you're building a business or doing whatever, I'm excited. I genuinely am excited. Like, I want you to win. I want you to win. I want you to have peace. I want your family to have health. I want you, like, that's what I want. And just because you're my family though, like, and I mean this, I genuinely mean this. Every human being on this planet is my family. That doesn't mean you all have access to me. That doesn't mean I fuck with all of you. Like, we create healthy barriers. I don't, like, you know, but like, I have no choice. We're in this together. Every single one of us is gonna die. We're all trying to we're trying our best. You're trying to survive in this fucking hellscape. No, this place is pretty chill. But you're trying to survive.
Oop. just wanted to add a quick pause real quick. From my point of view, regarding what he just said, I agree in the sense that every person on this planet is a living story. We're all writing our own books in the book of life. We're all achieving, winning, overcoming, and who doesn't like a good story? That doesn't mean that if you're in a bad chapter in your life, that means your story sucks. It doesn't mean that. In fact, in my opinion, if you're in a bad part of your life, that gets me excited. Because I want you to suffer. I'm joking. But in all seriousness, what I mean by it gets me excited is, if you're in a bad moment in your life, what happens next and how you change the course of your own story is probably going to be the best thing ever to hear about. The possibility, like just thinking about the fact that you could be in a bad place and that you still manage to turn things around and get a good ending, makes me excited to be a part of humanity in a way. Makes me root for you and everybody else, like we are family. Chase your dreams, make your story, share it. In the end, all we have is each other. But again, that doesn't make us friends.
And we should root each other on. Like, I think of stuff like how I was as a kid. I was probably a little bit too like I would say hi to everybody. I remember vividly when I got my I got an ID, and Jesus, what the hell is that? I got an ID, and what the fuck is this? Anyway, I got my ID, and as a kid, my mom took us to the mall, and I went around like I was like showing random strangers my identification. I'm like, look, I got an ID, and they were like, oh yeah. And then now I'm looking, I'm like, that had my fucking information on it. What the fuck was I doing? My mom was like, stop. Anyway, but it's like, I get, as we get older, we say hi less. We build our barriers. We get our guards up. I fucking have, my guard is always up. I fucking shower with a knife, okay? I don't go to the bathroom unless I have that knife with me, because I'm not going to be one of those dudes that's sitting on the toilet. It's like, oh, wait, please. No, like, anyway. So my guard is up. I get that. But as human beings, bro, like, I get some creators like, yeah, sure. Yeah, we're not friends. And that's fine. That's the reality. But at the same time, dude, bro, you get what I'm saying. I said it already.
Yeah, you did say it, and personally, I heard you. I heard every word. But this video and others like it pulled together a community, a small one, but in my opinion, a great one at that. Recently, he's been streaming a lot, and his streams are hectic. I love being on his streams. Spending time playing games and chatting with everyone shows us, like, the type of person he is. He invites people to join him. And by the way, anyone can join. You can hop on stream, join him, leave. We had a guy do that in one of, like, he was hosting a Smash tournament. A guy joined, kicked his ass, and left. That's all he did. Just hopped on, beat him up, left. You can do that. He wants people to hang around, join, have fun. I've joined quite a few times as well just to play Apex. And people join all the time just to share in the fun. The thing is, like, there was this one guy that said it on the stream, and I kind of agree. In a selfish way, I want this to stay small and closed in. There's this feeling of hanging out with your friends at his house in the community that I just wanted to make it last a tiny bit longer. Because once he gets too big, it's impossible. Literally. He won't be able to have this one-on-one touch that he has, like this feeling that's present currently. I mean, dude, look at this clip from the stream and tell me if this isn't the type of feeling you'd get hanging at a friend's house.
Kirby, he's that name you know. Dang, dude. Bro. Are you a... Bro. I'm not gonna lie, Narag, I think you're like freaking... You must go to like competitions, dude. What is this?
That Smash tournament he had with his viewers, homie set up his camera so that it was like looking at the screen. Like you were right there in his house. And he watched everyone fight. He fought us. And everyone had a good time. And in between games, especially in other streams, he would just open up the Discord and react to his art channel that he has, where people post, and he would just react to it. I know that all good things come to an end, and I know that this will end as well, eventually. He will gain more followers, he will grow, he'll make more money or whatever, and life will go on. And it's okay, especially because we're not friends. He doesn't owe us anything, and that's fine. It's okay for this to end and for the community to change and grow, because at least we had this moment. And quite honestly, I think that is basically a wrap on this video. I don't think I have anything else I want to talk about. Oh wait, hold on. There's one last thing. And this message is to you, one guy. I wanted to say thank you. You being yourself, being on your path, has given me the courage and the willingness to pursue content creation for myself. We're not friends, we're family. From one family member to another, I hope you succeed. And I hope the Almighty gives you challenges for you to overcome in life and pleasures for you to enjoy with your loved ones while we're here. So go create, dude. Go do what you want. As long as you're not hurting anyone, I'll be watching. Dude, please don't be one of those YouTubers that starts promoting crypto coins or, texting kids. Just don't do that, bro. Please, don't be one of those. And I think we're all good. But seriously, I'll keep watching you and I'll keep cheering you on from the sidelines. You got this, brother. Amen. And to close off the video, one last footnote to honor him, to honor that one guy's style and his way of being. I have a message for you as well. This one is for you, the audience. And I don't want to say audience because that's so cringe, or chat or the comments or the viewer. This is from me to you, the person right behind that screen watching me right now, sharing this moment. Go live life. You and I and everybody else have been put on this earth, and we've been granted the ability to create, destroy, change, imagine anything and everything. So go do that. Enjoy life, live life, follow your dreams, be humble, be kind, and grow as much as you can on your path. On your path to virtue. Thank you. Thanks for watching, and I'll be here if you ever feel like joining me for another video. Thank you.
Shit!